Okay, so we're going to go into more detail about similar figures. So let's start at the top with the math portion. So we looked at how to set up proportions with our similar figures. So remember, we'll set up our proportion with new over old. The new one has the X. So we'll label the one with X and then O. So that information will go on top, 3 and X. And then we're going to identify its corresponding sides. So 3 corresponds with 12. And then we have X that goes with 20. And then we'll cross multiply and divide. So 3 times 20 is 60. And then we'll divide the number with X, which is 12. 12 will go into 60 5 times. It goes in there evenly. And so X equals 5. All right, so number 2, again, start with the proportion, N over O. So remember, it's going to say the word no. N has the X. So this time we have X in 1. Order does not matter on the top, how you put it, X first, then 1, or 1, then X. Then we're going to find our corresponding sides. X goes with 9. And then 1 is going to correspond with 3. Then we'll cross multiply. 1 times 9 is 9. Then we'll divide the numbers with X, which is 3. 3 will go into 9 3 times, which is evenly. So X equals 3. Okay, number 3, again, new over old. The new one has the X. So X goes with 8. And then 4 goes with 16. So we'll cross multiply. 8 times 4 is 32. 16 is with X, so 16 will go on the outside. 16 will go into 32. 2 times, goes in there evenly. And so X equals 2. All right, and then our last one, again, X, our new has the X. So we'll do our proportion, new over old. All the new will go on top, so X and 8. Then we find our corresponding sides. X corresponds with 5. And then 8 corresponds with 4. So we will cross multiply and then divide. 8 times 5 is 40. And then the number left over that's with X we'll divide by. So 4 into 40 is going to be in there 10 times. It's going to go in there evenly. So X equals 10. So you can have decimal answers. You can have numbers that will be decimals on your figures. It won't always be triangles. You could have squares. You could have pentagons, hexagons. So they're all going to be different shapes. But most of the time you're going to see a triangle. All right, so that's the math side. So now we're going to look more at corresponding. Okay, so if you have markers of some sort, I would make sure you have 3, since we have 3 sides. Okay, so the symbol is angle, so angle ABC. So I'm going to highlight ABC. Corresponds to what other angle? So we're going to highlight the same direction on the other figure. So it's going to be JKL. And the way that we highlight it is the way we're going to write it. So JKL. Okay, so I'm going to take a different color. This time we have BCA. So B to C to A. Same order, so K to L to J. So write that in KLJ. All right, and our next one we have CAB. So C to A to B. Then we have L to J to K. All right, so this next one's a little bit different. So they don't want to know what it corresponds with, which they just want to know what is the angle measurement. So remember, angles are the exact same. So it's kind of like this last one, except instead of putting a letter, we're going to put a number. So same thing, take our markers. We have K, L, M. But if you notice, our shapes are turned, so I'm going to redraw it so it looks the exact same. So K, L, M. And again, we just turned the figure, so you can turn your page, you can kind of see what it needs to look like. So L is at the top, and then K and M on the bottom. All right, so we have K, L, M. So that's going to be just like X, Z, Y. Oops, I went the wrong direction. Sorry about that, guys. Let's see. So M. All right, let me use a different color. We'll go back. So KLM. So KLM. So we're looking at the pink line. Sorry about that, guys. So it'd be X, Y, Z. And then that number that's in the corner is going to be the same on over here, which is 100. Okay, so now we have LMK. So we have L to M to K. So it's going to be the same thing as Y to Z to X. So that angle in the corner is 28. And then our last one is MKL. So we have M to K, M to K to L. I'm not doing very good on this. All right, and so that number is M to K to L. So the same thing as Z to X to Y. And that number is going to be 52. All right, so this next one's going to be square. So same thing as above here. We're going to put, or the triangle one with ABC corresponds to, we're going to put letters. All right, so we have AB. AB corresponds with JK. And you can, on this one, you could put KJ, that's fine. All right, the next one, BD, corresponds with KM. And then CD corresponds with LM. And then our last one, we have AC, which corresponds with JL. Right, and so the bottom section is just looking over kind of symbols. What do symbols mean? So we could see something for equals where A equals B. To represent sides, it's going to be 2 letters. Sometimes it can be 3 letters, so we could have AB. Sometimes you may see it as AB with a line on top. For angles, you'll have 3 letters. So you could have angle ABC, or you could just have 1 letter for angle A, 1 specific letter. So this kind of this means the same. I know the letters are not, but you can have 3 letters or 1. Congruent, you can have congruent sides. So you could have AB is congruent to BC. The symbol means congruent. Remember the exact same. Similar, we could have AB is similar to AC. So it looks like a little squiggle. And then the last one for triangle, it's a triangle symbol and then with 3 letters. All right, so your homework is going to look just like this. So if you need help, please refer back to this video and this will help you a bunch.